The entire story of how the government of China has successfully shaped our understanding of this pandemic, of the virus, as well as our response to it, may take years to tell. And in fact, it may never fully be told at all, but we promise to do our best on this show. But it is clear how China sees this pandemic. China doesn't see this simply or even primarily as a public health disaster in which thousands are dying. China sees this as part of a larger geopolitical struggle for control of the world. Most Americans still don't perceive that or understand the profound gravity of the stakes involved, but how could they? Our leaders have lied to us about it for years. Brian Dean Wright is a Democrat and a former CIA officer. We're happy to have him tonight. Brian, thanks a lot for coming on. It's striking to me, and it's a matter of public record, that the Chinese government is attempting to leverage its relations with our elected officials to control how we talk about a virus they unleashed on the world. How do you feel when you hear that?
How can anybody not feel outraged? You know, we all know, we've all lived in a country for the past 30 years that has been sold out to the Chinese government. We were promised in the late 1990s that, hey, China goes in the WTO and we'll all benefit. That didn't take place. We've watched our intellectual property be stolen for 30 years. And now we watch some of our elected leaders, and I'm sorry to say, many of them on my side of the aisle, capitulate to the Chinese government once again. I mean, here we are, 30 years, and we've learned nothing. So I'm outraged. It makes me incredibly angry.
It seems like a pretty straightforward question. So we reached out to Senator Feinstein and a number of other elected officials today and asked, have you had contact recently since the outbreak with Chinese officials? And not a single one responded. What do you think we should infer from that?
I think that they're nervous. I think there are a bunch of people who, because they're either useful idiots or they have some degree of knowledge and relationships behind the scenes with the Chinese government. Some of them, in fact, could be Chinese agents of the actual MSS, their intelligence service, God forbid. They're nervous, and they know that if nothing else, the party has, certainly for the past 3 months, doubled down on their pro-China rhetoric. And if the U.S. intelligence community, in collecting this information, not only the information that we know through our CIA and NSA and others, but also reaching out to our allies, places like the Australians and the South Koreans and Japanese, if we know with a high degree of confidence the Chinese, in fact, released this virus accidentally or otherwise and caused this pandemic, and yet the Democratic Party and its leaders have been supportive of the regime, parroting their talking points, what's the, not only just the geopolitical fallout around the country, but what's the political fallout, especially in 2020, as the November election happened? So that's why I suspect you're not hearing much. We've got a lot of very nervous folks in the Democratic Party.
I suspect that's right. You always forget there's an election going on as well. Brian Dean Wright, great to see you tonight. Thank you for that.
You bet.
So the country is desperately focused on conquering this virus and protecting the population from it. A vaccine will do more than maybe any other measure to achieve that. Who exactly is working on that vaccine? We've